Hello and welcome to this lecture, which is exploring PriorityQueue, a game changer in C# collection classes. And we are in this course, master collection classes in C# and subtitle is recent development and code examples. So we'll see what is a PriorityQueue. So PriorityQueue was first introduced in .NET 6 and it has got a syntax like PriorityQueue is a class with T element and T priority, and it efficiently handles priority-based tasks, and elements are dequeued by priority, min, heap, and flexible and performant for scenarios like task scheduling or graph algorithms. And here's a basic example: queue equals new priority queue with string and integer and queue.enqueue. First you enqueue and dequeue, then dequeue. So enqueue with the string of low and priority weightage of 3, and then queue.enqueue high with the priority of 1, first priority, and then if you console.writeLine, if you execute this statement console.writeLine queue.dequeue, you'll come up with high. Okay, and we'll see that in example in a short while. Now let's switch over to Visual Studio. Now I just used the term min heap. Now min heap, it uses min heap internally, which means that elements with the smallest priority are dequeued first. Smallest priority means maximum, like high priority is first priority, but the priority rating is 1, so that will be still smallest priority, so that will be dequeued first. Okay, so if we run this example, then it will be dequeued, dequeue.dequeue, then it will come as 1 high. This will be dequeued. Okay, we'll see that in the example. So let's flip over to Microsoft Visual Studio and create a new project. And I have to create a console app to show you all this. Now let's create a PriorityQueue demo on my chosen location. Click on next. Enable continuous support, no, and I am working with .NET 9 standard term support, and this is the latest one. You can see this was released in a .NET conference only last week. So we are in for the latest and greatest yet in .NET. Okay, so click on create. It will create the project. It has created the project, and I will get rid of this because I will not be needing this line. So just save it. Now I will create in this project. I will add a class. So add class and name it PriorityQueue. Careful about the typos. Doesn't matter, but it looks good if you give the correct spelling. So namespace PriorityQueue demo, I'll make it. This will be my public static class rather than internal class. I will shortly explain why I'm making it public and then static also. Static because I don't want to create an instance of this class to call the methods within this class, which we are going to write. Okay, so PriorityQueue, and create a PriorityQueue. So this is got everything written for me already, but I don't want to. This is my GitHub Copilot. If you see GitHub Copilot, it is suggesting some code for me. And thank you, GitHub Copilot. On this instance, I am not going to write your code. So instead, I will paste this code, which is on my clipboard. So create PriorityQueue default. So what is this PriorityQueue default? Now here I am initializing a PriorityQueue. Okay, so new PriorityQueue, and I am putting string and integer. So string will be a string, any string, like this message, low priority task, medium priority task, and integer is the rating for that task. Okay, the weightage you can say. So PriorityQueue.enqueue low priority task, priority queue.enqueue medium priority 2 and high priority 3. Okay, and then console.writeLine dequeuing elements based on priority default. This is the default priority, and default priority, I'll soon demonstrate that default priority is as in ascending order. So here, because the low priority task has got number 1, so this will be low priority, medium priority and high priority task, which I will soon show you. Okay, so what we can do here, I will create a public static void. So this is one function. Okay, and before we move forward, I would like to show you this example running. So just following public static void. I don't know how to turn it off for this, maybe settings. So guys, I think I have done it. So I have disabled, I have unchecked enable copilot completion. So what we will do, it will now not automatically complete. So I will create public static void. So at the moment I have just created this function I want to demonstrate. So I have actually wrapped this function around another function, static void, public static void PriorityQueue example main, because I'll be writing 2 more functions and I will wrap all those functions for getting called from the program file. Okay, let's write the program file now. So I've initially got rid of my skeleton program class. So now I'll write the class. Please follow along. Class program and static void main entry point, static void main string array args. You can give or you may not give, it's up to you, doesn't matter. Okay, so console.writeLine, here it is right. So dear student, it's as simple as that. So this class program is now finished. It has got a static void main. This is the main entry point, console.writeLine demonstrating priority queues, and I'm calling this functions public static class PriorityQueue because this is a static class, doesn't need any instance. So PriorityQueue dot PriorityQueue example main, which runs this, which calls this create PriorityQueue default. All right. So let's run this example. Now, as expected, dequeuing elements based on priority default. So you get, as I said, low priority task first, medium priority task first, and high priority, medium priority task next, and then high priority task last. Because I put this value, low priority task as 1, medium as 2, and high priority task as 3. So if I turn it over, now I just swapped between the ratings of low and high priority tasks. So high priority task becomes 1. It's an extra one. It's come somehow. Okay. Save it and then run it. And then you'll see that high priority task is first, then followed by medium and low priority tasks. That is what is expected. Now we can create a custom comparer for a descending priority. Like here we had ascending priority, so whichever was the least was shown first. High priority task with 1 priority was first, and then second, then the third. But we can reverse the order by creating a custom comparer. Okay, so let's write another function, public static void. Now here, this is a custom comparer for descending priority. So this is a comparer class, system.collections.generic.compare. So comparer int, it takes an integer, comparer.create xy, and it goes to y.compare to x. So this comparer, object, it has been passed to this. This is the same code, var priority queue. Here the priority queue is slightly modified, being new priority queue. Instead of string, integer and an empty pair of braces, it takes a comparer object over here. And that changes everything, but the rest of the code is pretty much similar. So I will just copy and paste, copy it from the function above, the earlier function that I've explained, and then paste it over there and then save it. Okay, it's pretty much the same, and then if you run it, actually I have to pass this function into the program class. So PriorityQueue example main. Okay, that's fine, because I'm calling the PriorityQueue example main, and here if I call this create priority, queue custom comparer, I call this class, okay, create priority queue custom comparer, and then run it. See, first case it was high priority task, medium priority task, and low priority task. Now dequeuing element based on priority default. So this is in the descending order. So low priority task has got 3 weights. So it was shown first. So it was dequeued first, then followed by the medium priority task with weightage 2, and then the high priority task with weightage 1. So if you look into this code, okay, 3 to 1 again. This was 3 to 1, this is 3 to 1, but here it is in the descending order, and here it was ascending order. So high priority task was written first, followed by medium and low priority. Here it is the other way around. So finally we come to a real life example of a task scheduler. So I'll show how the task scheduler works. I'll have to create a task class. So this is my task class within the original class, static class priority queue. This is a internal class only having 2 properties, a string name and an integer priority, and then a public override string. So the 2 string will take the name and the priority, okay, in a string interpolation, okay, and I will create another function. So just above the task class, I have just pasted another static method which returns void process tasks. Now here I am initializing the priority queue as a var within a new priority queue, but instead of entering a string and integer, I am actually putting this as type task type, task class, and then integer. And to this priority queue, I am enqueuing a new task first. New task is backup files with priority 3, then send email, and then update software, and then I have attached priority of 3, 1, and 2. And then console.writeLine processing tasks, and then while priority queue.count dequeue elements in the priority order till the count is greater than 0, console.writeLine priority queue.dequeue. Okay, it was the same everywhere in the other 2 methods as well. So finally I call this, let's see, process tasks. And then program class. So priority queue dot priority queue example main. So example main calls all of these methods. So I'm done. Okay. Now if I run this example, So you can see processing tasks, send email. There's first priority, priority 1, update software, priority 2, and backup files, priority 3, corresponding to either here and once more. So if I just squeeze it up a little bit, you can see for yourself that my tasks and priorities are. So here backup files just running away. Okay, so priority 1 was send email. So send email priority 1, update software was priority 2, and then backup files was priority 3. I can again use this comparer so that I can easily customize the priority task, but I will leave it at that. So as a conclusion and wrap up, in this lecture we explored PriorityQueue, T element and T priority, and its powerful features and practical applications. We have seen 3 cases where it is default is the ascending order of PriorityQueue, and then the comparer object by using custom comparer we have made it descending order, and then a task schedule.